Reports by the mayor. I have two things. One is back on June 26th, I attended a solar project dedication with E470, 22 solar panel sites along E470 over a 20-year period will help prevent emitting 24,000 metric tons of CO2 emissions, which is the equivalent of 61,000 barrels of imported oil. First year projected production, 975,436 kilowatt hours of electricity. This solar project powers streetlights, toll collection equipment, maintenance facilities, toll plazas, and the E470 headquarters building. It really is quite a project, and as you're driving along E470, you can see the panels in various locations along the road. Secondly, one of the most important decisions that's going to be made involving the future of the city of Aurora in a long time is going to be made on June 24th by the RTD board. Not June 24th, I'm sorry, July 24th, by the RTD board. The board will have in front of it consideration of a staff recommended proposal from Kiewit Construction to complete the I-225 light rail line, additionally provide funds for the North light rail line, and provide funds for the Northwest light rail line. Now, it will not finish those other two projects, but it will provide evidence up front that there is a commitment to continue finishing the whole project. Obviously, this project is of extreme importance to Aurora, but it's more than that. It's an importance to the whole metropolitan area. It connects the south end of the metropolitan area to the airport. It connects CU at the Anschutz Fitzsimmons campus to CU in Boulder. It connects Aurora with the west side, connects us with downtown, it connects us with the airport, and perhaps more importantly for people all over the metropolitan area who again work at the Anschutz Fitzsimmons campus, it provides another way for them to get there so they don't have to rely on either a car or the number 15 Colfax bus. So this is huge for Aurora. I will be providing testimony tomorrow evening. Others are welcome to provide testimony. Testimony will be taken on the 10th, on the 17th, and on the 24th. But this is something that is absolutely critical to the future of the city. And if we get that vote from the RTD Board of Directors, light rail will be completed along 225 by 2015. That is huge to the future of this city. So anybody who knows an RTD board member, anybody who knows somebody who knows an RTD board member, please contact them and recommend a yes vote. This proposal requires 10 of the 15 board members to vote yes. It is not a simple majority. So we need to make sure that the entire board gets the message that Aurora supports this proposal, but Aurora also supports it not just for the interest of Aurora, but for the interest of the entire metropolitan area. So wanted to make sure that that went out to everybody. Councilmember Hunter Holen, if you would start with reports by council.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a couple things to say. That on June the 23rd, Bill and I attended the Aurora Historical Society Ice Cream Social. It was very nice. It was sweltering hot, and the ice cream melted really before you could even get it in your mouth, but it was a very nice event, and I encourage everyone to support the the Historic Society. And then after that, we went to the Aurora Symphony Orchestra, and they collaborated with the Aurora Public Schools, and it was to give students a chance to play side by side with members of the Aurora Symphony Orchestra. And it was led by one of the 5 conductors who are applying for the new conductor position for the symphony. And then I also would like to say that we went to the new restaurant Mirage. It's on the corner of Mississippi and
Potomac and Uvalde.
just about Uvalde, yes.
In Ward 4.
And it really is great food with a little Russian influence. And Richard was our waiter. He was very good. George, the chef, was excellent. And Sam, who owns it, was very nice. So we really enjoyed our time, and I hope that you go out and support local-run restaurants. Thank you.
Councilmember Miller.
Thank you. I would like to congratulate all of Colorado. We have been selected to receive a satellite patent and trade office, which is just a huge projected boost to the local economy on the scale of about $400 to $450 million. So it was an enormous effort headed by so many people, but Bennett especially. And so I'd like to put our thanks out to the delegation and everybody in Colorado who worked so hard to make that happen. Also, I want to reiterate that we actually have 3 punch-throughs coming through for streets in North Aurora. So North Aurora residents, well, anyone in Aurora, can use North Aurora to access Stapleton and vice versa. By the end of 2013, probably somewhere on the scale of September, Iola, Kingston, and Fulton will all be punched through to connect North Aurora to Stapleton, which should greatly, significantly shorten your commute, depending on which area you're driving up in North Aurora. Also, I realized I had not put out an update on Fletcher Station. I received word back from the regional coordinator that Fletcher Station is going to remain open and will not suffer any decreased hours at this time. There was a plan put forward during late May that about 4,500 rural post offices or so were going to be studied to have a decrease in hours. Fletcher Station was taken off the list for closure, and as of right now is not going to have any decrease in hours. So I wanted to thank you, everybody who helped make that happen, especially the folks in Ward 1 who signed all the petitions, Shelley Lucido, who just never stopped, everybody here at the city, Michael Lawson, who was really our point on the city staff to consolidate all the information and push it forward to the regional coordinator. We had a very solid package backed by a lot of statistics, and I just wanted to thank everyone. Also, Colfax Visioning kicks off this Wednesday, July 11th from 6 to 8 p.m. at North Middle School, which is 12095 Montview Boulevard. We're going to have a second session. In case you can't make Wednesday, Thursday, July 12th from 6 to 8 at Camsey Event Center, which is 10190 Montview Boulevard. So those folks in North Aurora who participated in the Montview visioning process that resulted in proposed planning and zoning changes, infrastructure improvements, all of that, we're going to be doing the same type of work for Colfax. It's going to be, the study area is all the way from Yosemite to 225, so a very large area, and we really would appreciate if everyone could come out to at least one of the meetings and give us your input as to how you envision Colfax being in the next 5, 10, 20 years. And as you probably read, if you're looking through our agendas, Montview Urban Renewal, a Montview Urban Renewal Plan is coming forward to council for consideration within the next few weeks. So the blight study is included in the backup today for study sessions, so you should be able to have access to it. If you'd like to obtain a copy of it, please contact the city or myself and we can get you a copy. And real quick, Marilyn, I got your voicemail, but your phone number's not working. And Rebecca, I found your voicemail. It was saved after I did not find it in email, so I will definitely be contacting you soon. Thank you.
Councilmember Peters.
I'd just like to thank all the folks that came out tonight, and even though, you know, things don't always go your way, council does appreciate citizens coming out and giving their input. We do. We like to hear from citizens, so thank you all you folks that came out tonight.
Councilmember Markert.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. Next Monday in study session, starting at 5:30, we'll be looking at what are called residential design standards. That's the way that Aurora looks. So if that's an interest area of yours, I would strongly suggest that you join us next Monday at 5:30. Citizens will be able to hear the presentations, not necessarily comment, but I would encourage you to be there if you're following along with how the city looks. Aurora lost one of our premier citizens, Alice DeBoer. Those of you that have a background in the school system will remember Alice as one of our longtime teachers and advocates. Her funeral is Saturday at 2 at Faith Presbyterian on Alameda. And lastly, on Saturday, for all of you with children, you will want to be out on the Great Lawn from noon until sometime for Yum Fest at Kidspree, which is a celebration honoring and supporting and celebrating kids and their roles in our lives. So there'll be stuff to eat, stuff to do, and stuff all about kids.
Councilmember Laguerre.
Yes, Mayor, I just wanted to thank the citizens that had restraint on July 3rd and 4th. It was eerily quiet in my neighborhood on July 3rd and 4th, and there were a few blasts of illegal fireworks that went off momentarily, but I was surprised that it was as quiet as I've ever heard it in about 37 years in Aurora. So thank you for those that.
Mayor Pro Tem Clellan.
Couple things. Hampton Academy, it's a high school for kids that have a few issues. They're going to have a car wash tomorrow that anybody that's interested, and I know that this will run probably afterwards, but from 9 to noon at the Viewpoint Plaza building over on Parker Road and Bethany. Kids will be doing car wash. They want to do a garden over at their school. So anybody needs a car wash, please come over to Aurora Mental Health on the Parker Road in Bethany and get your car washed. Good kids. And the other thing is Aurora Mental Health is offering mental health first aid. It's a 2-day class that just kind of talks about what mental health is and how to deal with someone that has a mental health issue. And it's just more how you talk to them and work with them. And if anybody is interested, please give me a call. You can either call the city or you can call Aurora Mental Health at 303-617-2300. So it's a great program, 2-day class.
Councilmember Broom.
Mayor, in the event that RTD doesn't approve the 225 line, I'd like to suggest that we celebrate by using the fireworks that we had left over from the 4th of July that we need to do something with.
Shoot them off Building 500.
Councilmember Pierce.
Thanks. Last Monday, I attended the National Civic League annual ceremony where they awarded cities who were winners of the All-America Cities Award, and Aurora won this in 2008, so they invited some of the cities back who previously won it. So it's kind of like the Academy Awards. All the applicants who want to get the award are sitting there in the audience, and you get this envelope, and nobody knows who the winners is until you announce them. So I was lucky enough to announce the winner of Springfield, Massachusetts. It's one of the 14 cities who got the All-America City Award this year. So that was pretty neat to hear them scream and yell and everything when they got the award. Secondly, there's an e-cycling event coming up on July 14th. It's at the Central Facilities yard of our city. It's over at Ellsworth and Potomac. And July 14th from 9 to 1, you can recycle your old DVD players, cell phones, TVs. There's a nominal charge for recycling those items, but you can certainly go there and keep them out of our landfill. So thank you.
Councilmember Bersons.
Thank you. I apologize for the canceling of the fireworks. I know a lot of people were looking forward to it, and I was one of them. I always have a house full of people, and then we truck over to the park and watch the fireworks, lay in the grass and watch the fireworks. But we were not able to do it this year. I was taken back a little bit, though. I was listening to a radio station, and people were calling in saying it's crazy for people to cancel the fireworks. And I don't understand that with what's going on in the state. But I will say there was a state ban on fireworks. There was a county ban on fireworks. And Aurora decided that it really was not worth taking a risk of some subdivision catching on fire. So we decided to cancel the fireworks, and I know it disappointed a lot of people. But we did continue to have the party in the park in front of this building. And if you didn't come, you missed a really good time. We had some vendors out there. There were kids. There was face painting, balloons, a band. It was a really good time. And the best time was there was a veteran sitting there, a vet from World War II. And kids were going up talking to him. And it was just amazing. He was having the time of his life talking to all the kids. And it made me think, you know, we should be focusing on our freedom and what people like him gave so we could be free and have fireworks. So to me, it kind of put my priorities in line here, watching this fella. So anyway, I wanted to share that. And I want to remind you that our Ward 3 picnic is coming up the 21st. It'll be here before you know it. Please come. It's at Bicentennial Park from 11 to 2. That's the park right there on Alameda. And that's the 21st. And as Councilmember Margaret said, Yum Fest Kids Spree is coming up this weekend, and it's from 12 to 6. 12 to 6. That's the one that used to be at Bicentennial Park. But this year it's going to be here in the grassy area at the city building. So come and have a good time. They'll have vendors again, and I'm sure a lot of fun stuff for the kids. Thanks.
Councilmember Roth.
I was just curious, if I bring my truck, are they going to charge me double to wash it?
For you, absolutely not. Just give me